my little baby Abigail. We call her Abigail. Say hi. They might want. Oh yes. Abigail, how old are you now? How old are you? She's got her pink camera right here. And Elijah, come up here, bud. He's 11. What's your favorite sport? Oh look, Abigail, I got a natural right here. Well, I tell you what, I've got some special guests with me today. Actually, not really guests. People I live with day in and day out, they live with me, and I tell you what, it is an incredible blessing every day to wake up with my wife, Erin. 14 years of marriage just last week. He's here. I've got my son Elijah. Where are you, buddy? My son Elijah right here. My son Blaze. And then my little baby Abigail. We call her Abigail. Say hi. They might want. Oh yes, she wants to say a few words. Abigail, how old are you now? How old are you now? 3. And she's got her pink camera right here. And Elijah, come up here, bud. Come up here. This is Elijah. Elijah, how old are you now, man?
I'm 11.
He's 11. What's your favorite sport? Oh, look, I got a natural right here. Abigail, what's your favorite sport, Elijah?
Soccer.
Soccer. Who's your favorite football team?
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs! Yeah! Blaze, how old are you, big guy?
I'm 9.
What's your favorite sport?
Football.
What is your favorite thing to do in your free time?
Play with my knives.
Play with his knives. Sheriff's right over here. Blaze had 4 knives on his belt before we got out of the car. 6, he told me. I said, son, you better maybe leave those in the truck. I want to allow Erin to say a few words. Erin is the greatest blessing that the Lord has given me. She is both the beauty of our operation and also the brains, for those of you who know us. And it is an incredible privilege to get to do life with her. Babe, do you want to say a few words?
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm getting tips from my 9-year-old. Thank you all, especially for your prayers. As you know, Josh has been your senator for the last 6 years. And we hope will be for a good bit yet. And we are just incredibly thankful for the effort you put in to this campaign, for your prayers, for protection, and for just bravery and strength for our family. And I'm just so proud of Josh. He has done such a good job representing this state, representing you all. And I know that when we are old and look at our kiddos, that we can say, you know, we stood in the gap, that Josh stood in the gap, and did what was necessary for our country.
All right, this is awesome. Well, let's do it. I tell you, it's an incredible privilege to be here, but you and I both know that we're here not only to celebrate our country, we're here not only to give thanks for our freedoms, though we are for all of those things. And boy, let me just start by thanking the Almighty God, the Lord who has blessed this country, has He not? Who has loved America, who has a plan for America, who's given us our freedoms, and we're here to defend those. We're also here because we know that this country's in trouble. Our great country is in a great moment of crisis. All you have to do is look around and you see it. Our border, as we stand here in the heart of Missouri, our border is wide open. It's wide open, and the danger and the disaster and the drugs and the crime that is pouring across that border is pouring into this state and every community in this state. You can't go to a school in this state and not find drugs that have come across the southern border. Fentanyl is the largest killer of our kids. Where's it coming from? It's coming from across the southern border. We've got the crime all over the state. Missourians have been stabbed by illegal migrants. Missourians have been literally run over, mowed down by illegal migrants. Missourians have been murdered by illegal migrants. And what my opponent and his friends want to do is open the border even wider. We are in a total state of crisis because of what's happening on our southern border. We're in a crisis because of what's happening with our economy. I don't know about you. I mean, can you afford gas? No. Nobody can afford gas. Nobody can afford groceries. Nobody can afford, heck, I mean, forget buying a house. All of this because of what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and their allies and my opponent have done to this state and to this country. They're leaving us in poverty. They're enriching China. They're making China rich and Missouri poor. We need to do just the opposite, right? That's because of their policies, what they have done. It's total crisis. It's total chaos. Our streets aren't safe. I mean, I don't know about you. You just met my beautiful children. I fear to send them out alone at night in many places around this state, let alone around the country. You know what that's like. Our beautiful state, we never had any crime in this state to speak of. Now we're dealing with it all over. Why is that? Because of the war on cops, because of the number of illegal migrants, because of the leftist policies that have said that crime is A-OK, that they welcome this sort of aberrant, evil, wicked behavior. It's unbelievable. Our streets are in danger. We're in danger. Our kids are in danger everywhere we go. What about the fact that we've got wars all over the world? I mean, the last 4 years, it is total crisis and chaos. We can't protect Americans overseas. Do you remember the missionaries from right here in southwest Missouri who went down to Haiti? From right here in Missouri, they go down to Haiti. What are they doing? Serving the Lord, sharing the gospel, and serving the people of that country who are in deep, deep poverty. They were mowed down by gangs, roving gangs in Haiti. They called us, my office, as they were barricaded in their church, gangs firing on them. They called and said, can you get the State Department to help us? We called the State Department and said, can you send aid to these good Missourians? And they said, we can't do it. They said, there's nothing we can do. Do you know they were gunned down in cold blood, and our own State Department couldn't even guarantee their bodies would be safely brought home to Missouri? That's the kind of world we live in now. We are in total crisis, total chaos, and I don't know about you, but my view is we cannot go on like this. We cannot go on like this. And the good news is we don't have to go on like this, and we're going to do something about it in November. There should be.
You know, Lucas Kunce is running on a platform to ban every gas and diesel powered pickup truck in this state. Boo. Oh, I'm serious. I mean, it's nuts. Anybody own a pickup? Yeah. Anybody drive a tractor? Yeah. Anybody farm? Anybody ranch? Anybody work for a living? Here is his grand idea. Lucas Kunce and his buddies want to ban all fossil fuel, all of it, 100% across this state. They want to ban every pickup truck in this state. They want to ban every tractor in this state, every combine in this state. Our farmers out in the fields, they want to leave them there. You driving to work, they don't want you to be able to. What Lucas Kunce said is, oil and natural gas, you know, American energy, this is our energy. We have it in the ground. Oil and natural gas are like, he said, whale oil. We don't need any of that anymore. Whale oil, we don't need any of that anymore. No, he wants to take away your keys to your truck, your keys to your tractor. He wants to shut down our farm production in this country. What will that do? I tell you what, it will make us dependent on China. He wants us to get our energy from China. Solar panels from China made by slaves in China. That's what he wants. Wind turbines made in China, made with slave labor. That's what he wants. And American jobs, we won't have them anymore. American energy, we won't have it anymore. American farming, we won't be able to do it anymore. We'll have to buy our food from China. You want to make America poor and China rich, this is the way to do it. You want to put more Missourians out of work, that's the way to do it. That's what Lucas Kunce and his buddies, that's their plan. And that's what they've been doing to this country for the last 4 years.
I tell you what, it's absolutely crazy. But it's Kunce. Here's what else Lucas Kunce and his allies want to do. They want to open up the border. Do you know that my opponent, Lucas Kunce, is opposed to a border wall? He said it. He doesn't want a border wall. He thinks it's evil. He thinks it's racist. He thinks that there's something wrong with it. I just have this to say. The United States of America is a sovereign nation. And every nation has borders. Everyone. I don't get it. I don't understand why you'd want 10 million, 12 million illegal migrants into this country. I don't understand why you've let them pour across the border. I don't understand why you've let them stab people in this state, mow down people in this state, assault our kids. I don't know why you do all of that, and on top of it, Lucas Kunce and his friends want you to pay for their health care. No. Yes, seriously. He wants you to pay for their health care. My guess is you can hardly afford your own prescription drugs right now. How'd you like to pay for theirs? 10 million, 12 million, 15 million illegal migrants into this country, and Lucas Kunce, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Nancy Pelosi, they want to give them gold-plated health care and benefits to be paid for by you. I tell you what, it's crazy, but it's Kunce. This is who he is. It's wild. I tell you about our kids. You know, Lucas Kunce and his friends, what they want to do to our kids. You just saw my beautiful children. I was holding my daughter. She's my youngest, my baby girl. She's got daddy completely wrapped around her finger, I bet you can tell. But I don't know about you, I want my daughter to be able to go to school and not have a man in her locker room. Do you agree with that? All the old-fashioned. I want my daughter already loves to kick around the ball with her brothers. I want her to be able to go and play on a sports team and not have some man who's confused about who he is come and take over her team and kick it off. I don't want men on women's sports teams. I don't want men in women's locker rooms. But Kunce, Lucas Kunce and his friends, what they want to do is they want to open every single locker room in this state to men. They want men in women's locker rooms. They want...
Not on our watch.
That's right, not on our watch. They want every church and every school in this state and in this country to have to admit men, grown men, biological men, into girls' bathrooms. How would you like to go to your church on Sunday morning and have the government tell you, oh, there's a man who wants to go in to the women's bathroom? And you may say, well, that's not our belief. That's not what our church teaches. That's not what the scripture says. How'd you like to have the government come to you and say, you don't have any choice. It's the law. We're forcing you. You've got to open your facilities, your female facilities, a place where your wife is, where your daughter is. You've got to open them to men. That's what Kunce wants.
But the answer is not to ban gas cylinders and drugs. The answer is not to abundant supply in this country. In this state, we have the mixed generation fuels in the form of soy and these flex fuels that are blended with traditional fuels. I mean, if you take away traditional fuels, you lose all of it. It's absolutely seen in our state. Now, rich people are fine. I mean, rich people, like the folks in the insurance products, they're all people. I mean, they can buy their Tesla cars and their Chinese batteries. They'll fund it. You're a working person. And you can't get fuel if you're a farmer in southern corn. You'd be desperate. That's what they want. I would Well, I think they care about their safety. I think they care about their kids being safe. I mean, listen, when you've got this many illegals who are coming into the country, who are flooding into our state, our kids are taking school because there's so many drugs that are coming across the border. Fentanyl's the number one cause of death for people in the state over 18. What's that across so much? You think about the stabbings, the murders, the crime that's happening in the state. Why is that happening? Because of Kunce's policies. Crime in the state. His idea to sue the police, allow the crooks to sue the cops, is absolutely insane. You think crime is bad now, and it is. It's terrible. It's going to get infinitely worse if he continues to have his way. And we've got more and more of these self-defense. So I just think restoring some basic order, keeping people safe, getting our border closed, keeping our kids safe, keeping people safe at work, school, at home, and this should not be done. This is basically it's a referendum on him and his friends and the policies. I mean, he has been in power. He and his friends, their policies have been in power for 4 years ago. I mean, Biden, Kamala, Nancy Pelosi, everything I talked about up there on the podium, they have been doing. And he wants to do that and more. He wants to do that and go to the next step. So I just say this, if you like the direction of this country, I think that our descent into chaos is something good. By all means, keep going. Double down on the road we're on. But if you want to change course, it's time to vote for something else. I just think that's the choice we have. We can change course, or you can stay on disaster. Disaster. Of course, they need to send it. I just think
We gotta do that building over there.
yeah, sure. This is